We only stay at the best. You see? And then once I get bathed and get dressed, we'll walk around the rest area. All dressed and cleaned up and ready to start our day on the outside world. So what I do is take all the window coverings off, and I won't show you. I don't like to set up the camera at a rest area and bring attention to myself. I try to be as low-key as possible. My fan. Actually, I got a longer cord. I don't know if you can see it right here. Plugged in the solar, which generates my fan. Or I can charge so I don't have to take my light off anymore. Which I want to talk a little bit about. It's Guidsman, Guidesman, Guidesman. I got it at Menards. You can also get them online. It's $17.99. My girlfriend bought this for me almost 2 years ago. It finally died. It is supposed to have a lifetime guarantee, but they're not meant to be used every day like I use them. And I have a feeling the company would have stood by it. But I just went ahead and tossed the other one and bought another one. Menards is like a Home Depot here in Iowa. And I never noticed, well, it's got 3 settings: super bright, medium bright, and dim. It stays charged like for 3 days. But on the back side of it, where you plug it in, it's a power pack. So I could charge my phone or something on it. I really highly recommend it. They got the small and then the big economy size. So if anybody's looking for a great lantern, I don't like the Lucy lights because everybody buys Lucy lights because everybody's buying Lucy lights. I like to buy good quality stuff and stuff that not everybody else is buying. And then gotta shut the fan off. I forget to, and it bounces around and the cord droops down. Ouch. See, it's got some power and gets wrapped around. So I always got to make sure I shut that off, which right here, it's so handy because from my bed when I'm sleeping at night, I can turn it off and on. There's a little power switch right there. And it's off. So now, let's take the window curtains down. Okay, for you that maybe don't know, these just pull back and then tuck behind my seatbelt. And same with the other side. And then the only things I have to do is remove the reflectives. I told you, don't look. The house is a mess. Okay, and then what I do is check my solar. It's always important. I usually check, especially in the heat, the temp of the fridge, and then how much solar. Ooh, it drained it. I'm not sure why. Apparently those fans are using a little bit more. I was at 80%. I think I was at 80%. I know the refrigerator runs harder in the heat. Okay, I figured out it didn't drain my solar. I got it figured out I bought a new gadget. I'm not going to show it this time because I don't have enough time in this video, so next week. But I got a new gadget. It's 120 watt. That's what took my solar. So we'll find out about that. And then the other thing I do in the morning a lot, especially when I'm in a rest stop or something like that, is I have got earbuds and I put them in and I listen to my tunes and dance around. Okay, let's go for a walk. I always like to go for a walk. Gotta lock the van. Like to stretch out the muscles. Just get my day started with a walk. And the rest areas are always very pretty. A lot of green. Well kept up. Some flowers. Oh, they're doing some work over here. Hillsides of Iowa. Cool. They have barbecue pits at a lot of them. I've never seen where they picked up the twigs so people can cook. That is really awesome. And way back there is the pet area. I always see a pet area at every rest area. Trash cans everywhere, so no need to put your trash on the ground, which I do have to empty my potty here before I move on. And I love it. A nice thing about my area, or the upper Midwest, is we don't have copperheads and that, just rattlers, so we can walk around barefoot. Okay, so I've been sitting on my deck. I'll show you what my deck is. I got my perfume on, brushed my teeth, got deodorant on. You guys don't need to see me put deodorant or brush my teeth. And yes, I wear perfume almost daily. I'm a girl. And then I sit on my deck, have a couple smokes, and people watch. I love to people watch, figure out what their life is about. Nobody's much in the talking mood today. Everybody is just kind of sticking to themselves, which is fine. Sometimes there's a lot of big RVs here. They're travelers. You can tell they live outside because they're dark-skinned. And they're just like focused. So, one thing I don't know if I told you guys is my refrigerator. Now, when I'm driving, I used to plug my whole solar in, but I plug my fridge in to my inverter on the inside, and that way I'm not using solar. So I just keep my refrigerator cool. I just plug it right into my power pack, which is plugged into my inverter. I just got to make sure I plug it back into solar if I'm stopping. That was the semi. Okay, I think we're ready to hit the road. Okay, another thing I forgot to mention is once you plug your fridge in, I always turn on the ignition to check, because sometimes maybe it's come unplugged or the inverter's off, the button's gotten hit. So I always check that to make sure. The other thing I do is walk around, check my tires every morning when I leave. And then if I'd made a long trip, I always check my fluids, or if it's been a week and I've been kind of sitting, getting ready to leave, I check my fluids. And then, since I've been known to drive off with the back hatch open, I've done that twice. I lost a can of propane once. I always look in the mirror so I can make sure I can see the little heater lines. And then I make sure all my windows, doors are closed, and my curtains are ready and open so I can see. So I went ahead and switched the silver out with this black to frame the door. This is what it looks like when the door is closed. And from outside, you cannot see anywhere in when I put in the black, which is cool. So this is my blackout curtain. I used to have it behind the front seats with a rod, and I felt too enclosed, so I really haven't used it, but I saved them, and I'm gonna cut this down to fit that opening. Okay, so that is cut down. The black will go on the outside. This is the inside of it. That is that contact paper, and I rolled this up and it stays on there, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. Paint a beach scene on the back of this, or do that and put a saying. Not sure what I want to do yet. These are called earth magnets. Paid 12 bucks for a package of them. Stupid fly. They are strong as crap, and they really adhere well. I had them for a project for the first van, and then haven't used them, but saved them, so I'm going to glue these to my window. And here's where I placed them. One on each corner there, one on each bottom, and I just used the Dollar Tree cement glue. I like it better than the E5000. It holds a lot better. So, once that dries, we'll continue. Okay, hopefully I can do this one-handed, because the van is a mess. There's no place to set up the tripod. I went shopping, got supplies, and haven't done my morning chores. It's a rainy day, still at my daughter's. Just kind of laid in bed till 11 and played on my phone. So I'm slipping one magnet in this seam, actually the hem, and then putting one on. You can hear it. Hopefully you heard that click. So I'm not even going to have to glue it. It's just going to sit there. Now the other side. And I don't know whose belly's in the way. That can't be my belly. Okay, so we're going to put that in. I ran out of storage, so I had to clean up my phone. So this is the hemline. Ooh, wow. Hopefully I don't crack the window doing that. Okay, so those are all set in there. Now what I'm going to do is, I forgot how I was going to attach them. So then, pull it tight. Add that magnet right there. Okay, that one wasn't dry. Hold. So, I'm going to close this video out. As always, thank you so much for watching. You're not going to get to see my face because I'm dressed rough this morning. I'm going to save you the agony. So, take care. Travel safe. Stay fantastic. Take care, my friends.